Hi guys, we're here at Performance M. So today we're doing something just a little bit different. So rather than our M140s, M2s, G&F chassis, we're actually going to be working on a diesel. So Ramair got in touch, wanted to test out a new intake system that is now going to be available for the N57, so that's the 30Ds and the 35Ds. Really interesting platform to work on. The diesels are quite popular, obviously economy, 6-cylinder, torque that can be had from a stage 1 alone is pretty impressive. This car has a stage 1 map, it also has a VRSF intercooler. I think when we dynoed it last, it was doing just about 300 horsepower. Stage 1 typically make anywhere from 300 to 325 horsepower. But yeah, they're really good platform, and I'll be really interested to see how this intake works out. The OE intake is okay in terms of its design, so it goes over the top of the engine. Not the best system in the world because you want to keep the heat and the intake sort of away from the engine. That's why on the 140s and even on the M cars, you'll see the intakes are often like behind the headlamps. One of the good things about the Ramair is that there is a heat shield built into where the OE filter originally sits, and you also have the OEM ducting that feeds air to that filter, which the heat shield takes advantage of, and it's a really cool piece of kit. So now what we're going to do, we are going to stick it on the dyno, we're going to do a stock run with the stock intake, and then we're going to put the Ramair on, and hopefully we should see some pretty good gains. I have ran this system previously to test it with Ramair, and the intake noises are pretty funny, pretty good. A lot more goes with it really well. So yeah, it'll be awesome. I can't wait to see it. Okay, so dyno run done. The car's made 297 horsepower and 457 foot-pounds of torque. We are now going to fit the Ramair intake system. So we have the hard pipe, we have the Pro-Ram filter, and we have also got the heat shield. So the heat shield will sit where the OEM filter, or where the OEM filter goes, where the Pro-Ram filter will go. The ducting that goes from the headlamp will essentially bolt onto there. It'll bolt onto there, filter will go there, and then the hard pipe will essentially go out. But we're going to fit it, see how it looks, and yeah, take it for another run. So intake's finally fitted, pretty easy to fit. So you've got the hard pipe, essentially it is pretty much OEM likeness. Got the heat shield, really cool piece of design, little grommet that goes into the bottom, the screw goes in so it holds the heat shield firmly in place. Ducting as well that goes into it, so it's like a cold air feed. Pretty good. We're now going to do a dyno run and see exactly what's going to happen. Also, it makes really cool noises. So which Harris is probably going to show now, is behind the camera, some of the noises that this car now makes. Okay, so wow, yeah, dyno done really well. So we have horsepower wise, so before it was 297, now it's 307. Torque hasn't really peaked much more, but where it's being delivered, as you'll see on the dyno graph, about mid-range is about 10 or 13 foot-pounds more. But yeah, really impressed with that. That's really good. Big thanks to Ramair. Really impressive figures. Keep an eye on our social feeds for when we do release a product. It will be very soon. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, see what you think, let us know, and yeah, we'll see you very soon.